Hello guys and welcome to Bush Life. Today I'm down at the bush, but not the bush tent. Actually I'm at the bridge, but on the other side of the fence to enter into the deep bush. But you see here, we have the main bush here. If you've watched any of my vlog or something, I don't know, videos, this is where they're filmed. This part of bush, which I call the upper bush, entering into the deep bush where the bush tent lays. Now today, it's a bit rainy and there is possibly flooding on the way. Now, obviously, if it floods, I can't cross the creek to get to the bush tent. But that doesn't stop me from building a little something up in the upper bush. Say a little flood watch observation balcony, I guess you could call it. Not too sure yet. But I will be building it in here. A little area to watch where the floodwaters rise up. I will be getting a few materials, just some simple stuff. It's not going to be anything too fancy. I'm going to build it in this episode, and that's really the last you're ever going to see of this thing. Unless it floods, of course. But it's just nice so it's there, so if it does flood, I at least have somewhere I can go to film a video up here, and to see where the flood water is rising. So that's going to be today's episode. So without further ado, I'm going to go make myself a green tea and then get straight to work. So let's do this. Just dropped my phone in this. I think it's okay, but a little bit stupid on my part. Alright, I've got the first piece down here, which is this log here, which I'm going to put down into there. But first things first, I have to get the other resources I need first, because it's just easier that I have everything down here. And then at the end of the video, I'll go check on the bush tent and see how it's doing after its first proper rainfall with the new roof. And hopefully the water hasn't built up too much on the top so that it doesn't collapse. Because if it's going to rain for like a week or something and a flood, I kind of need that to hold up. And I can also get an idea of what's going to get wet when it rains and what I can do to try and fix that. Alright, there's my pieces here. And in here, this little piece here in the bush. This used to be a little campsite of mine. I basically used to use it as like a backyard campsite. Yeah, by the looks of it, there's an old rusted tuna can out here. Ugh. Yeah, that's been here a while. Deal with that later. But as you can see, there's all remnants of stuff. This was basically my 7-year-old, 10-year-old, whatever I was, bush tent. But this is all that's really left of it. It's been left like this for like over 5 years at this point. The mattress I used to make the storage storage chest at the bush tent was actually, it used to be a full mattress here that got swept away in the floods down that way where I found it again. So it still ended up being useful, but now that I see this area, I'm getting ideas of turning this into a bit of a campsite area once again, and camping here in the future. So next episode I may start planning that and getting to work on that in the next episode. I do have many plans, some bigger projects that are taking a bit more planning than I thought, but this could be a nice little project that I could just figure out in the meantime. So look forward to that. And if you want to see me camp there, go to my Creeks and Camping channel. It's where I do camping. Set up a nice swag, sleeping bag all down here. And of course I'll make a video about it for this channel as well. But I'll have to figure out how to make them both different so they're both worth watching and not just the same thing. But I'll figure that out. Anyways, let's get this stuff into here. I'm using my right arm just to carry stuff because I've got a bit of a sore left arm. I've realised I've been a bit stressed the past week and I've had it tensed up for like a week, so it's rather sore, you could say. So I'm just trying to train my mind to let it rest and use my right arm in the process. So you guys get to see some exclusive footage of my right arm being used. Unfortunately, I'm gonna need both arms for this one, but I put most of the weight onto my right arm because yeah, I'm not dragging this heavy thing, it's all slippery as well, with one hand. So I'll see you guys soon. Alright, it has been done, and now, as I said, it's nothing really fancy. Just trying to get this to stay in the ground a bit. It's nothing fancy, but when the water rises, it comes all the way up to here. So basically what it is, because it's a heavy log, hopefully it stays in that position, and from standing just there I should be able to see where the water's sitting with this log, just to get an idea of how far it's coming up as each day progresses, so I know if I should be concerned about how fast the level is rising. It's never reached the house, but it has got pretty darn close before. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. I think that was like 2011 or something. I was still like a baby back then, so I don't really remember it. All I remember is my mum putting out sandbags to try to stop it from getting through the fence to the house, but yeah. Little bugs on there. But yeah, ever since then, the furthest the water's gone up is pretty much just into that little campsite there. I'm calling it a campsite now because that's what I plan to make it be. But yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this. It's pretty much complete. There's nothing much really to it. Just this lovely little log here full of ants apparently. Oh, geez, something's going on in there. Damn. Anyways, it's time to go check out the bush tent and see how that is holding up before the sun sets. Whew. Really should have put a mosquito spray. I am getting bit by pretty much everything, left, right, center, and even more center, if you know what I mean. And it doesn't feel very pleasant at all, considering the mosquitoes are literally biting inside of my butt. Don't know if you guys need to be knowing that, but that's what I meant by even more center. I don't know how they're managing this, but it's not very pleasant. I'd also like to quickly remind you guys, if you are enjoying this, check out the rest of the series. Stick around. There's a button that can actually let you do that. Don't know if you guys knew, but I just thought I'd inform you. From here, it looks like there might be a bit of water build up. So I'll try to figure out where that is and see if I can do anything to fix it. The paint's gone a little bit runny. I didn't think it'd do that. Well, that is a little bit of a problem then. Yeah, all the paint's coming off in the rain. So if that's the case, I might have to move these now so I don't get damaged any further. Because those rocks are very special, and I don't really want them getting damaged in any bad weather. Alright. Yeah, there's water build up alright. No problem. Just go under here and knock it out. Yeah, that's it. That's it, alright. What is that? I don't know what that is, but I don't think I like it either. Things seem relatively dry inside the tent though, so that's good. Alright. Well, I feel the water running off. Oh, there it goes. That's what I want to see, but fact that it's all built on up in there ain't too good, so I'm gonna try move this pole to allow it to fall more freely. Move that pole there. Oh, it's gonna make that side go all droopy though. Oh, I've got it all inside wet. But it's pretty clear the design of this tent might need a bit more work to it than I thought, so I'm gonna have to look into that, of course. I'm sure I can figure out something, but hopefully that keeps the water from destroying anything any further. Now I just need to move those rocks in. I'll just put them into there in the bookshelf. I nearly just died. Now I was going into the bush tent, I was putting the rocks in here, and I was leaning forward to put them in when my head pressed against something sharp. Yeah, that nearly went right through my skull. If I was being hasty or just rushing around, that right there, gone. Right through my skull, dead. So obviously that is not very ideal to have there. I'm gonna try flatten it here, because we don't want that causing any issues. Alright, I think that's all there is. That was nearly a disaster. Now, of these rocks, most of the damage has already been done, unfortunately. In fact, a lot of damage has been done to the bush tent itself. It's barely keeping together, and all that stuff is not looking too good. I'm trying to salvage what I can, but it ain't looking good, unfortunately. This one here has been washed completely clean. Larry looks like something that's going to get demonetized. Good thing I don't make money. But it's a real shame this has happened, because these were special rocks to me, my partner. And now some of them are completely destroyed. And the worst part is, the one that was over here was my partner's favourite, and it's gone. So I'm just going to leave it there, considering there's pretty much nothing left, and I've got paint up at the house so I can try revive it, but unfortunately this is what happens sometimes. But I guess it's a good thing I came down when I did, so that I could save what I could, and I'll have to figure out something else. I'll probably decorate the inside of there with the rocks instead, because it's dry. And I'll figure out something else special to me and my partner to put in here in replace of it. I'm sure we can find something. I'll have a chat with them after this is done. But yeah. Anyways, sign here. It's looking okay, in the weather at least. A lot of things are getting destroyed with the weather, which makes me a little bit worried of any coming floods. I don't think I'm quite prepared for that. The bush tent doesn't quite seem ready, considering its current state, so I'm going to have to figure something out within the next few days, or I'm sunk, and I'm going to have a lot of rebuilding to do when I get back, and unfortunately, that looks to be where I'm heading. But at the end of the day, it's just a minor setback in the amount of time that I have to actually build this thing up. And hey, at least it lets me know that I need to try fix the structure of the bush tent and make it stronger, which is something I will definitely be looking into. And I'll probably have to dig a deeper hole to put the beams in to support it. But overall, it's not all doom and gloom, and things can be learnt out of this to improve. So with that said, I've got nothing else to say for this video. Did a few small things, learnt some stuff. Overall, a good video. And if you guys enjoyed some part of it, or maybe you're not too convinced yet, if you want to stick around, maybe watch the episode before this and see if you like that. And if you do feel like sticking around, there is a button just down there that does allow you to do that. And I'd love it if you would, because it would really encourage me to keep going with this project, even after all the setbacks that can occur. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.